Hello, good afternoon. This is David Soto talking to you, and today is my weekly trade predictions for the upcoming trading week of May 23rd through May 27th, 2022. Okay, and what I'll do here is, just like always, I will look at all the major Forex currency pairs on a 30-minute time frame. Okay, and I do that only to see what happened this past week, right? And then what I'll do is I'll take that and I will compare that to higher time frames using my new magnificent trend indicator. Also, I'll try to use my Excalibur trend indicator so we can see all the different time frames. And based on my experience and using my indicator, I will try my very, very best to give you my analysis of what I think is going to happen this coming week. Okay, so we know whether we need to be buying or selling or do nothing, right? Which happens sometimes. Okay, sometimes it's not a good time to do nothing. Just wait. So anyhow, okay, the US dollar has finally been dropping, thank God. Okay, a whole month of April it went up, and I figured by the end of April it should be going back down. Well, we had to wait till the non-farm payroll on Monday, on the beginning of May, just to see what happened. So the non-farm payroll or jobs report for the month of May did not go that well. Okay, it wasn't that bad, but it definitely wasn't good. It was well below what it was expected. So that caused the US dollar to weaken, and I predicted that we would see the US dollar start to drop. Okay, now it did not quite happen right away. As a matter of fact, the US dollar is just now starting to drop, which is interesting. We're already approaching the end of May and it's finally dropping. The US dollar still remains strong even after that non-farm payroll report, after that employment report, but it did not really gain that much. It was just stagnant. Okay, so now is finally dropping and we can begin to sell the US dollar. Now with that said, if the US dollar is dropping, then the euro, Great British pound, Australian and New Zealand dollars, those are all going up. Okay, so on the chart right here, as you can see, I have Euro USD pulled up on the chart. Okay, and we can clearly see that it has been going up. Okay, now this is only the beginning. It's going to be going up and down, but overall it's going to be going up. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, okay, we see that we had a blue arrow followed by a lower. So historically, when that happens, we have a color followed by another color like this, and when the price dropped, we have a buy signal followed by a lower buy signal, which is not really good. But when that happens, the next one will be higher. Okay, the next one should be the opposite color. If we zoom out a little bit, I'm going to show you something. I saw this earlier. Oh, here we have right here we have a blue arrow followed by a lower blue arrow, but then followed by a higher blue arrow, and then finally a red arrow. So that very well could happen here. Okay, we could have, we could have a blue arrow followed by a lower blue arrow right here. Okay, and then it'd be another higher blue arrow, and then finally a red arrow. That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. I don't know the future, but we definitely see this going up long term, probably for the next few weeks. Overall, for the next few months, I don't know. Okay, we get my Excalibur trend indicator and we look at the daily chart, because my magnificent trend indicator only works on the 4-hour and below. Okay, it's used for more like day-to-day trading. But if we look here at the daily and weekly, we see that it has hit a strong level of support and it should be going back up. If you look at the monthly, okay, I don't really like to look at the monthly, it is so broad, but we have a blue arrow and the price had gone up and down or whatever, but the price is right at the same level of support that it hit before. So everything overall is looking good for a buy. Right now, I would expect this to be going up probably at least for the next few weeks. Okay, so overall for the next few months, I would probably say it's going to be going up as well. And the US dollar, well, it must be going down as well. So we will see. Now let's look at GBP USD. It's pretty much the same situation. This one is slowly starting to go up. If we look at the 4-hour time frame and zoom out a little bit, we see that we had a big drop here. Wow, we had a big overall. Actually, we had a lot of big drops. Okay, and some really short little bull runs. And now, I don't know. We hit a strong level of support now, and my best guess is that this is going to be going up probably at least for the next few weeks, maybe the next few months. Because if we, again, if I get my Excalibur trend indicator, we look at the weekly and daily. The daily shows to buy, and the weekly shows to buy as well. I don't know why it doesn't show that many bars. If we look at the monthly, it's the same thing. Okay, here we go. The monthly is the same thing. So yes, it went up and then retraced, but overall it should be going up. So the bigger the time frame, the stronger the signal. So pretty much everything on the big time frames are showing to buy. So we know that in the long run things are going to be going up. Now yes, we had a blue arrow followed by a lower blue arrow. That's not good. Okay, and overall everything had been dropping for quite some time. Okay, if I let me see here, like that, and this is only the daily chart. I'm trying to see if I can go back in history a little bit. See, we had a nice uptrend here. Look at this. This is crazy. Red arrow followed by a higher red arrow. Okay, that really sucks. And then blue arrow followed by a lower. So that just means that this market is really unpredictable, but it's okay. See, we had 3 red arrows in a row. We could have 3 blue arrows in a row, but I don't think so. Here we had 2 blue arrows followed by a red. Here we have a blue arrow. We could have another lower blue arrow, but the fact that the weekly shows the buy, okay, and the monthly as well. If I go back to the weekly, there we go. There's the weekly right there. Okay, that's what I was trying to show you. If we look at the weekly, we had a long uptrend, okay, and now we have a long downtrend. And this is what I like to see right here. That daily chart really sucked because it showed me multiple arrows going in the wrong direction. But with the weekly, we get a better picture. Okay, so look at this. Now this right here is very fresh, and it could repaint lower, but I really don't think it will. And again, if we look at the monthly chart shows to go up long term. So everything right now is showing to buy. So I would definitely be looking to buy. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, it shows to go down. The 4 hour shows to go up. My magnificent trend indicator will not show you any sell signal on the 1 hour. It's only going to show you buy signals because it's going up long term. So we don't want to be looking to sell. We want to buy and just hold until we get the next red arrow. I would keep your charts on a 1 minute, 1 hour, or even 30-minute time frame, and then place a buy trade on every blue arrow that you get, and hold it until you get the next red arrow. Moving on to Australian dollar versus the US dollar. Again, this past week we definitely saw the price go up. If we look at the 4 hour, it is already starting to go into an uptrend and should continue that for quite some time. If I get my Excalibur trend indicator real quick and try to show you this, see the daily shows to go up, the weekly shows to go up, okay, and the monthly, I don't know if I can see this, there we go, their monthly shows to go up as well. So this is really good news. I would be looking to buy this Australian dollar and hold it. I would probably hold it for the next few weeks. Okay, That's going to be really, really good. Australian dollar is a strong pair to trade, along with the GBP. Euro is it's okay. It's not so bad, but Australian dollar is really good to trade. I like that. You can get some good profit off of it, along with the GBP. Now, if those pairs are going up, we know that US dollar is going to be dropping. Okay, so if you see here with the US dollar versus Swiss franc, I'm showing you here that it has been steadily dropping all this past week. Now, I kind of flatlined here at the end of the week on Friday, but I think we're going to see another surge. We're going to see another surge going down. If we look at the 4 hour, okay, look at this. This is very, very fresh drop, okay? And we had a big, big uptrend here, like I said, all of April and beginning of May, it went up. Okay, now going into the end, actually it was around the middle of May, okay, because we're looking at this past week. Now we're going into the last week of May. So the last 2 weeks of May, we're going to be seeing this drop. And we're probably going to see this drop a lot more in the coming weeks. Now you see here it did ride sideways for quite some time and then had a big surge up. But if we look here at let's get my Excalibur real quick. If I get my Excalibur trend indicator, we see, shift the chart, there we go. We see that we hit a strong level of resistance on the weekly, even the daily. It's definitely getting ready to drop. Okay, look at that, it's beautiful. And even the monthly, look at the monthly chart. It has a red arrow here, never formed another blue arrow. So all the signals right now on the big time frames are showing to sell. So that's good news, and we want to be looking to sell this US dollar. It's been going for quite some time. If we got in when it was, when it was going up, that's fine. But now we hit a very strong level of resistance, and it's definitely coming down. I would not be looking to buy at this time. I'd be looking to sell and hold for the next couple of weeks. Okay, you're going to be in good hands if you sell. Along with US dollar, Japanese yen. This one tanked this past week. Look at it, it finally dropped. Now we hit a blue arrow, which is interesting, and it's showing to go up. Now I know the US dollar and the Japanese yen are different than other USD pairs, but I don't know. If it does go up, it's going to be short-lived. Okay, and if we look at the 4 hour time frame and we zoom out a little bit, look at this. We had a red arrow ball followed by higher, but now it dropped and had a short bear run. Now it's got this blue arrow, so I'm kind of curious what's going to happen. I don't think it's going to be dropped. It's going to go up that much. If I get my Excalibur trend indicator and we look at the daily, look at this. It's showing to drop, man. So the 4 hour shows to go up, daily shows to go down, and the weekly shows to go down. So what does that mean? That means the 4 hour, yes, the 4 hour shows to go up. That's going to be not a very big gain. Okay, you might get 1,000 points or so out of this deal. If we look at 1,000 right there, maybe 2,000 right here. Come to this point here, you're looking at about 2,000 points, pips going up, and then we're going to see another drop. That much I am pretty much sure of. So the monthly chart, look at this, even the monthly has 2 red arrows, so it is showing it to drop. So I would definitely be looking to sell. Okay, now with the 4 hour showing to buy, don't buy, do not buy. I mean, yeah, you can buy. You could buy right now and hold it. You might get some profit this week. So we can, based on my magnificent trend indicator, okay, it's showing to go up right now. All right, so what do you want to do for this week? Do you want to buy? Do you want to sell? Honestly, I would not do anything right now. Okay, I would wait until we get another red arrow to sell. That might be another week or two. I don't know. So yeah, you could buy if you want. Okay, I'll leave it up to you. For me personally, I would not buy, just because I know it's going to be headed down long term. So I probably would wait until I get another red arrow. And again, that might take another week or two. I don't know. So up to you. I'll leave it up to you what you want to do with this one, but I would probably just leave it alone for right now. And lastly, but not leastly, is US dollar versus the Canadian dollar. Okay, this one has been dropping, and it's just kind of riding sideways here, but we do see a drop in the price. If we look at the 4-hour time frame, which is the biggest time frame we can see using this indicator, it is getting ready to drop some more. Okay, and we had a strong level of support right here, so we had a nice bull run here. We're going to have a nice bear run coming next. If we look at the Excalibur on the daily, it shows to sell, and the weekly chart shows to buy. Okay, so got some mixed signals there. The weekly is stronger than the daily, but the monthly is stronger than the weekly. So look at that. So the monthly shows to sell. We have a red arrow ball followed by a higher. So it has been very bullish. Okay, but I think it's going to be going down over the next few months. For right now, the weekly chart shows to buy. We have not got a signal to sell yet on the weekly, but I don't know. It could. See, we have a red arrow followed by a higher. We could have a blue arrow followed by a lower. It is possible. Anything is possible in the Forex world. If we do get a red arrow here, it's not going to be that high. Okay, it's going to be right in here somewhere. And a matter of fact, we can mark this resistance right now, and that would probably be the most likely place that we would see if it came in. It might be a little higher than that, but for right now, the daily shows to sell and the 4-hour shows to sell. So we can expect the US dollar, Canadian dollar to be dropping, okay, over the next couple weeks. That much I am sure of. And then, okay, this is the last week of May. So we're looking at the end of May and the beginning of June to be dropping. Now, with June's non-farm payroll employment report, I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, I'm not a fortune teller. If we get another bad jobs report, we're going to see this tank a lot more. Okay, I have a funny feeling, because everything's manipulated with the U.S. government, that we will get a good jobs report come this June, but who knows. So anyhow, I know I ramble my mouth too much and you're bored as hell, but that's okay. So I hope I have enlightened you slightly. If you have any questions at all about these predictions, or if you want me to analyze any other currency pair, please feel free to hit me up on Facebook. There's a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook. Please contact me there first, okay? Also, there's a link for my private Facebook group, and you can post any questions or comments in my Facebook group. That way myself or other traders can assist you, and we can all collaborate as a team, okay? So also, I put a link for my magnificent trend indicator you see here, which is good for day-to-day trading. And if you have any questions about that, please feel free to contact me as well. So anyhow, have a wonderful week ahead. I hope I can help you, and thank you so much, and God bless you.